What's up, everyone? My name's Abdul. I'm here to show you guys another template that Falcon Notes released, and it's for our medical folk, the people that are in medicine. And as you might know, I'm an internal medicine resident preparing for my American Board of Internal Medicine that I'll be taking next year. And I'll be using MKSAP, the main question bank that we use to study for the ABIM. The MixApp database of questions and text is really good. However, it doesn't allow you to do a couple things. One is to create your own schedule, and two, prioritize specific topics. It has the function to be able to pull in your ITE scores, but it doesn't do a great job of prioritizing specific things. So I came up with this template and I share it with Falcon Notes on their website so that you all can use it to schedule and plan your studying for the ABIM if you are in internal medicine. So without further ado, I'd like to jump right into the template to help you guys understand how to use this template. So first things first, when you download this template, this is what you will see, a little bit of tutorial and instructions at the top. This video that I'm recording right now will be available right under this once this template goes live. And then after that is three main steps to get started with this template. Step number one is obviously create a Notion account if you don't have one already. If you should create an account, I ideally recommend that you use a .edu email. This gives you unlimited data and memory access so that you can create as many pages as you want. And then after that is to duplicate this Notion template into your Notion itself. The way you do that is once you download and get your Notion set up, you go onto Falcon Notes website and find this template. And in the top right hand corner, there'll be two boxes here, and an icon with two little boxes, which basically means duplicate template, and you duplicate it into your own Notion. And once you have that, you are ready to go. You can start using this database. So that was step number one. Step number two is to prioritize your organ systems based on your ITE performance. ITE is the in-training exam that you guys take on internal medicine throughout your residency. And once you get your scores, you can kind of see which organ systems you did well on and which organ systems you did not so well on so that you can work on those. And the way we use that information is that once you get your ITE scores, you can prioritize certain topics. And the way you do that is you go down to the very bottom where it says start here, and you click on this database, which is the MixApp system database. Now, this entire template is based on one database that it's viewed in different ways. Okay, so this is actually just the same database that you'll see all over and over again. And essentially what you can do in this database is that I'm actually going to remove this sort for now, and then save that for all of you guys. And so what this database does is you can put in a priority score for specific topics. Right now, this is arranged in alphabetical order, which is the way MixApp is arranged. So once you get your ITE scores, you can prioritize specific topics. Priority number 11 being meaning the things that you did well on that you don't really need to review, or you might just need a refresher. And then higher priority things like endocrine and metabolism, or in my case, hematology and oncology, get a higher priority score because those are the things I need to focus on a little bit more as I get started with my studying. So once you have prioritized, put in a priority number for each of these organ systems, you can go up here into this database right here and go to the ITE priority tab. And this will show all the topics that are in MixApp and list them in a fashion that prioritizes the things that you wanted to prioritize. So for example, I wanted to prioritize hematology, so it lists all the hematology topics first, and then I wanted to prioritize oncology next, so it lists all of those next. What you do from this point on is assign specific dates to learn that you're going to review them on MixApp. So you are basically creating your study schedule by using this date function in the left-hand column here. As you can see, once you start populating specific dates, you go up here and it starts populating those topics into the calendar itself. And you can access this calendar from anywhere in your Notion as long as you create a linked database that refers to this calendar. But now that you have this calendar, you can start working on topics. And as you can see, there are specific topics listed for today. So for example, today is Friday, July 26th. These are the topics that I want to review today. If you end up not reviewing them and you are a Notion expert, you kind of know that you can actually drag and drop specific topics in the calendar view to change the date that you want to do them. So let's say I don't get to this topic and I want to move it on to Monday, I can just move it right there. And the other thing I wanted to show you about this is, as you can see, I didn't populate the entire all the topics all at once. I prioritized about the next 3 to 4 days so that I can adjust my own schedule as I go on. So, for example, if there are topics that I didn't get to that I need to move into the later point of the week or month, I can do so. And if I end up doing all the topics more quickly, I can start adding more topics to the calendar. Now you can also track your progress by clicking uh, the checkbox next to read and the checkbox next to questions if you've done the reading and the questions for that section. So these two databases are linked, so it will populate over here as well. Um, Now, the other thing I wanted to show you in this calendar view is that you can change it to weeks. And how you do that is by going to these three dots right here in the calendar, going to layout, and then switching the show calendar as button to week. This will give you a shorter, more concise view of what you need to be studying today and for the week. So you can actually move on to the next week and see the different topics. So this is just a more smaller, more focused view of the same database. One other thing that I would like to tell you guys about is how to create a priority list of topics. Let's say that you don't want to prioritize based on ITE, or you have that priority list, but you have also another priority list that you want to work on. For example, let's say you come across a topic on rounds on the floors that you want to make sure you review in the next couple of days. How you do that is you go up here into this concise view of the entire MKSAP database. So as you can see across the top here, you have organ systems that are divided based on MKSAP. You can see cardiology, endocrinology, general and internal medicine is split into two on MKSAP, but it's all combined into one here, and so on and so forth. The first column is the chapter within that organ system. And then the second column is the different topics that are within that chapter. So, for example, you saw a case on tinnitus or hearing loss that you want to review your workup for hearing loss. So, what you can do here is prioritize hearing loss by clicking on it and going into the page that is dedicated to hearing loss and check off the box that says my priority. Let's say you saw another patient on rounds that where your attending discussed high value care. So you go into this section on high value care and prioritize that. And then lastly, let's say you dealt with a patient that is dealing with obesity. So you click that and you want to review obesity and you prioritize that as well. Now, what you can do is if you go down to the calendar view, right under the calendar view, the topic section, you filter to this tab right here, which is my priority, and it starts to list all the things that you have prioritized. Now you can go ahead and add a date to that. Let's say you saw these things on last week and you want to review them on Monday before you move on to the other topic. So you can start adding these things to your Monday priority and they start populating over here so that you know that this is what you're going to be studying on Monday. There's a topic that you did not get to today, and then there's three other topics that you wanted to review so that you understand them. So that's how you use the My Priority list. And remember that if you click read and the questions are done, you can always keep track of all the things that you've completed over here. And that summarizes how to use this template. Again, it's available on Falcon Notes under the medical medicine templates on the website. And hopefully you guys find this database and template useful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. As always, if you guys have any feedback, feel free to reach out as well. We'll be happy to talk, and we appreciate your feedback on how to make things better. So hopefully you guys find this database useful. Happy studying, guys.